And the underlying question that we'll continue to ask will be, what is it about you as an individual or you as a department that truly distinguishes you? And if the answer is nothing, then what's to stop someone from replacing you? Those are words and topics that you've heard before. But in these fast-moving times, great organizations don't just check these boxes off of a list. These are the areas that you need to be revolutionary. The point is, it becomes part of our conversation. It becomes ingrained in the culture of our department. Because most mission statements are so generic that they're meaningless to the people that they're trying to inspire. Your message should be so simple and so clear that everyone across the entire organization comes to know what's at the core. Because values help inform decisions. Fashion designers don't craft their ideas around a boardroom table. Despite being incredibly creative, they are constantly looking outside of their industry for inspiration. I have to be honest, I haven't met many managers or leaders who really relish the experience of falling flat on their face and sharing that experience. But that's exactly what we need to do. But what would most people do in a situation like that? Cry, shout for help, drink. Maybe, but I didn't. I actually looked back to my friend and said, "Hey, did you get that on camera?" You want to keep setting the bar higher and higher, because if you set it too high at first, they'll fail and they'll just stop trying. But ultimately, you want to set it to reach what I call the big idea or the big win. And this is a career-enhancing, distinguishing challenge, something that makes a significant and major impact. So there's an expression some of you have probably heard: if you always do what you've always done, you'll... That's right, always get what you've always got. So we're going to do a quick exercise that kind of reinforces that for us. In a moment, I'm going to put a word up there, and I'm going to ask you to take your hands and clap and say the word 3 times, and I'm going to ask you a question, and without hesitation, without thinking, I want you to shout out the answer. Folk, what do you call the white of an egg? Well, the technical term is albumin for those science majors in the group. The point of that exercise is sometimes we get narrow tunnel vision because we're conditioned. You know, Henry Ford once said if he asked his customers what they wanted, they would have said a faster horse. So if you ask some of my staff what one of my philosophies were, they might tell you that it's go big or go home. Now, I've never actually said that. But what I do is encourage them to think the unthinkable, to push the boundaries, the limit of accepted practice. Most people want to follow a leader who can see beyond today's problems and visualize, and more importantly, articulate a brighter tomorrow.